Today's date is June 30th, 2016. We're here with Jeffrey Swider-Peltz, who is gunning for the Olympics.
Yeah, World Team Speed Skating member for the U.S.
And he had an injury several years ago. He sprained his left ankle and had a very significant sprain. And he says that he was left with a black and blue mark that came all the way up here, and that's from a sprain. And you've had problems and issues with that ankle ever since, but you've been training, and you could go to the Olympics. You're that good, right?
Yeah, if it was the Olympic year, if it was 2018, right now I would be on the Olympic team.
At this point.
Yep.
But you got 2 more years to go, and the issue right now is you lost flexibility in that ankle.
Yep.
And for the viewer, the issue is that he had an inversion this way injury where the ankle went this way, so the joint capsule was stretched on this side, and he might have ripped a tendon. Now he's gotten a lot better, but one of the problems he's faced is he's had local surgeries, and they think the joint capsule stretched and it's folding into the joint.
Yep.
And it's mucking up the innards of the joint, the
Yep.
joint capsule itself, right?
Get stuck in the joint.
Stuck in
a lot
the
of
joint.
jamming.
So you're still Olympic worthy.
Yep.
But this could keep it down. You've had 2 surgeries on your ankle, right? So far, they've taken out a spur.
Bony spurs, multiple ones, and the last one they took out scar tissue as well.
And you came to me courtesy of your mother over here.
Yes, we had some friends who really believe in Dr. Rowan and his work in ozone therapy, and we had to take a try because it was either this or he might not even have a chance at the Olympics.
Thank you. So Mom is here on FaceTime. She got to see us do this. Now, unfortunately, I did not get a video of your range of motion of before we did it, but there was a significant difference in your ability to stretch. Now, we also have to realize right now that there is gas in the joint. You can actually see the size of your left ankle compared to your right, and there's gas that's inside the joint, so that could
Yep.
potentially limit the range of motion too,
Yep.
just from pressure. You
Yep.
understand that?
Yeah. I was given an ozone injection less than 10 minutes ago, so there's still plenty of gas in there. You can touch it and feel it.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is bend your feet down as far as you can. Put your feet together and get them down as low as you can. And I would say that this side is just a shade more flexed. Okay, just a shade. And now you're going to go up. And we're going to look at it from this side here. And I would say the left side probably is just a shade less. Now, I'm curious, how does that compare to what you've been dealing with? I mean, this is only a couple minutes afterwards.
It looks like there could be a significant difference. Yeah, I haven't tested it yet standing up, but the difference in just my ability to the minute difference that there is in the what do you call it, the dorsiflexion?
There's dorsiflexion towards your head and plantar flexion.
And plantar flexion is it's almost the same, which is very unusual. It hasn't been like that for 10 years. So.
Oh, that's good. Why don't you get up and walk around? Tell me how you feel. We'll just keep this running. You're an Olympic athlete. That's big time stuff, that they're going to want to know about. How's that feel?
Well, I'm not bending as far as I can right now, but I feel gas in my joint.
You can feel it.
Yeah. So, I mean. There's I don't know. I'll have to measure it.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll wait till tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
You'll give me a call.
Yeah.
I want to be fair to the treatment too, because there is gas in there, and I'd like that to absorb a little bit before you really push it to the test. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit more range of motion than when you walked in the door.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Thanks. I think your phone is off. Yeah, she's gone.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Hey, what just happened? Let's hear that talk again.
All right, so it worked. I don't have the exact same flexion as my good ankle that's really flexible, but my degrees has definitely gone up.
What was the most degrees using your app that you had before?
So if straight up and down is 0 degrees, and moving forward, it will start going 1, 2, 3 degrees. I ended up at most 35 degrees, maybe a few days ago.
Yeah.
And
Now?
so right now, I know I'm 1 degrees better. I haven't pushed it too much. Let's see.
20.9 degrees. 35.6 degrees. 37.
Okay, I just got 37 degrees.
37 degrees.
So,
You got 2 degrees more.
yep. And it's been like 15 minutes since the shot.
Yeah.
So
What do you think?
I think that's great because I basically had 2 months where I've gotten like 1 or 2 more degrees just from intensive physical therapy, continued healing, and
You didn't push that as far as you could. 'Cause I didn't really
maybe I
notice.
could have gotten 38 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm a little...
And what would be normal? What would be your? What are you shooting for?
Okay, so normal's 44, which
Okay.
is my right foot. But after, so there's a lot of problems with my ankle, but after 2 shots of ozone, which took like a couple minutes, I got 2 degrees like that, and it's taken me 2 months of healing from surgery just to get two degrees. So it's great. I mean, with 1 degrees, with 1/2 degrees, I'd be happy. And it's a lot closer to what every degrees will matter so much. So
Oh, for you especially.
Yeah.
Now I may post this on YouTube.
you can post this on YouTube.
Thank you.
So ozone shots, they definitely worked for my ankle. And I have a really messed up ankle. Whether, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm sure inflammation was decreased. I'm sure the ozone's gonna still keep working, so hopefully I get a few more degrees out of it. But yeah, something's going on, that's for sure. So,
Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Rowan.
What was that one?
He did not pay me to say this, so I'm just very appreciative of it, and my
Thank
thumbs
you.
up.
Today's date is April 25th, 2017. We're here with Jeffrey. This is my follow-up video. He is a world-class, hopefully Olympic-bound athlete in speed skating.
Yep,
And
I
you-
speed skate for the national team.
And you do a few events, and you were handicapped because you sprained your ankle skating.
No, playing a pickup soccer game. I sprained my ankle about 12 years ago, and I've had just an inflexible ankle, immobile ankle going forward. I don't bend as much as my other one.
Right, you lost flexion mobility.
Yes.
We call it dorsiflexion.
Yep. Yep.
Where your foot goes from this point to that point,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So let's put your ankles together. I want the viewer to see. I just did a treatment on you. Bring your legs out.
Okay. Here, we'll do it in the light here.
That's it. And right now the viewer can see that the left ankle is appreciably larger than the right ankle.
Yeah.
And that's simply because I just shot ozone in you. And this is your second treatment with me.
Second treatment, I had 1 treatment last year.
Right. Now, before your treatment last year, your dorsiflexion, which is really, your performance is dependent upon that.
It is.
Was what,
Yeah.
35 degrees?
It was 35 degrees when I came into your office. Yeah.
Right. And then within a day?
Within minutes after an ozone injection into my ankle capsule, I immediately increased in 2%.
2 degrees.
2 degrees dorsiflexion.
Which is a phenomenal result.
Yeah.
Because every degree means a lot.
Every
correct?
little amount, means a ton. Yeah.
Okay, and then and we've only done you once, so we got 2 degrees instantly.
Yep.
And then with continued therapy, you come to me from a far away. You live in Chicago, correct?
Yeah, I live near Chicago. Yep. And it was really great that I got 2 degrees extra dorsiflexion after the first appointment. But the most important thing is that it was permanent from then until actually it was better than permanent. It increased in.
It continued to improve.
It continued to improve. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. From 37 degrees after the injection to 38 to 39 to 40 actually just a couple weeks ago.
And
So,
that's awesome. So now
Yeah.
you've come back for a follow-up, and
yeah.
you've also found out from the Olympic people that this is a perfectly legitimate treatment to do. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yep. An injection into a joint is completely fine. I would recommend it to. I've already recommended it to people, but yeah, I mean it's a great thing to do.
You would recommend this to fellow athletes.
Fellow athletes and non-athletes, yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I'm going to post this on YouTube
Sure thing.
along with the first one we did, correct?
Yeah. And the first one, I think that showed where I just immediately increased.
We did measure it that time.
Yeah, we measured it.
Yeah, we're not going to measure it right now. I put a lot of ozone in there, and
Yeah, we'll
and
leave
just
it
the
there.
sheer amount could inhibit it until the gas is absorbed.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you, Dr. Owen. Really appreciate it.
You are so welcome.